Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where I was just looking around at our options. We are no longer truced with the Byzantines, so I've already scoped out this duchy that we can go after that technically connects this up so that this is no longer an exclave. And that opens us up dramatically from there. So that's absolutely great. We're going to declare this war. They have access to 77,000 troops, which... that's adorable. We're going to raise up our rally point right about here. This is going to be awkward because we're going to have to go here and then walk all the way around or sail around. And honestly, sailing might be the way to go here. So we're going to raise up a fair number of forces. We are above our vassal limit, though, and I would like to deal with that. I did note that this guy can have his title revoked, and we're going to do exactly that. Magnificent. And then we can group that together with either of these, or any of these kingdoms, I should say. Let's give it to Navarra, in honor of the very awkward game that we have going on over there. We're going to grant the title over here. That is, of course, going to be the Sultanate of Castalla. Perfect. And that still is one vassal limit above. Okay, there's a vassal in here somewhere that they had that they shouldn't. And I'm not sure where. We can go through our vassals here. So let's go into our realm. Vassals, sort by, I guess this is already sorted by strength. Probably. Okay, we can go on up here. We can see that's a king. This is like baron level. Very awkward. Okay, I don't immediately see any non-barons, non-kings in here. There probably is one somewhere. Almost certainly. We can do another title revocation if we wanted to. We can look around over this way, see if there's anything over here. Yeah, this guy would work. So we would revoke his title. There we go. And then we would grant that title over to, say, this fine gentleman. So we'll grant that right on over. And there we go. Now we're no longer over our vassal limit. So that is absolutely fine. That's going to be ongoing work that we're going to have to do, right? But that's okay. We'll raise up our forces over here, and let's go after the Byzantines. So we're going to head on over. We are, of course, going to stop our gathering here once we reach... Sure, meet the assault head on. Okay, we're wounded now, but we are successfully treated. Okay, we have sufficient troops. That's fine. What is this faction? Is this real? Maybe peasant rebel. Okay. 3 months to go that way. I think this is actually faster. We're going to embark here. We're going to sail around. It's mildly awkward, no doubt about that. We see the Byzantine forces down here, actually. So that's not bad. We could, in theory, can we split our forces while they're embarked? Apparently so. Okay, cool. So actually, I split them in half first, and I didn't intend to do that. We need to get these bombards out of here, and we'll move, I don't know, maybe like 30,000. That'll be fine. These guys are going to head down this direction, and these guys are going to head up here and siege. Magnificent. So we'll put, that's ourselves. We're not going to do that. We're going to put someone else in charge here. Yeah, this guy will do. We don't want to get captured. That would be problematic. No doubt about that. So in we head, we're going to fight the Byzantines down here. That's going to stack wipe. Definitely, that's going to stack wipe. They're going to bring additional forces in, and those forces are also going to stack wipe. They don't really have any way around this. They can't win. These guys were embarking. They're piling in. Okay, yeah, they just lose their entire army. That's all there is to it. They just lose their entire army. Okay, so we're going to head on down towards Constantinople. I guess we can send these guys over to slow siege over here. It is technically occupied. Sure, why not? That'll be fine. We get a martial perk, and let's take hard rule. We have zappers, so we should, in theory... Yeah, only 3 months to get that. That's not bad. Beautiful. So we're going to siege over here, then we're going to go hit Constantinople directly. And that could very much end the war. We'll see how it goes. Hello. Yes. That's all fine. Demand artifact. No, get out of here. Why are you demanding anything from us? Have you seen our troop count? Don't demand things. We demand things of you, not the other way around. So ticking war score is going to get us there, possibly even before we siege Byzantium. We'll see. But this is definitely over. Okay, with 658 gold from occupying Byzantium. Wow, okay. That's insane. We're going to enforce these demands and disband our troops. This territory is now connected on up, and that's wonderful. We're to grant these over to vassals, of course. We can't hold them ourselves, but we also can't hold the vassals. And we can't usurp the primary title of this guy because he's fighting a war. So we're instead just going to grant these vassals directly over to this guy. So we'll grant them over here. Beautiful. That'll do. So now what do we want to do? Well, we could continue to work on attacking, like, Germany. We have a truce out over this direction, so that's not really that big of a deal, right? We could attack Italy, but we have a truce there as well. We can start attacking, like, Romagna, the papacy. These are options that we have. But I think we're going to let this front rest for a little bit, and we'll go up over this direction and attack this guy. So we can get a full conquest of his realm with just that single duchy. We can attack this guy as well, but we have a truce with him still. I'm actually surprised about that. We can attack in Bjarmeland, though, and that's definitely something we'll do. So we'll get that going, and then that would enable us to attack Vladimir. We would look to attack this duchy. We could attack, like, Galicia-Volhynia as well. That's a duchy claim. We have some de jure lands here. Alternatively, it would end up being something along the lines of this duchy here. Okay, so we'll declare that for now. That's fine. And we're going to start up over here. We'll have to push our way through this. This is, of course, a nice little multi-war. No problem whatsoever. We'll head on up there as soon as we can. Our forces are not going to arrive for another 40 days. That's a little on the slow side. No doubt about that. But we can wrap up these 4 wars pretty quickly, grabbing ourselves a decent amount of territory. I would like to clean this up, but unfortunately with us being truced, there's only so much we can do right now. Okay, I'm going to raise up a few levy troops here. We don't actually need all that many. He's walking into us? Okay, yeah, I thought you didn't want to do that. We'll raise up a few levy troops here, like 10,000 or so. We really don't need all that many. Yeah, this is enough. So we'll get our siege force going, and then we'll chase down their army here in a moment. Let's get our siege happening on their capital first. That could theoretically end the war, but it's probably not going to. That is, of course, reliant on captures, and they did not happen. Yes, show in the Sultan here. That's fine. And there we go. That took a moment for our levies to catch up. So we're going to split off our bombards here and about 20,000 units of levy troops. Hang on a moment. These are knights. Okay, there we go. I think I moved the levy force back. Okay, this'll do. So we're going to move these guys on over to here. That is, I think, a castle, right? Hard to tell with the construction. Yeah, that looks like a castle. It is. Beautiful. So we're going to hop on over down here and fight them here. I'm hoping, yeah, between these sieges and fighting them, that should end the war. For sure. Guaranteed 100%. Beautiful. We see a 30,000 stack over here. We'll have to deal with that. But that's okay. Not really any particular danger. Cool. And that should be the end of the war. And indeed it is. We'll enforce those demands. And we're, of course, going to grant this territory out over here. And we're going to need to grab the duchy title here. We'll create that, and we will grant that over to this fine gentleman. Perfect. And what kingdom are we going to put that into? Well, it's got to be this one. Okay, perfect. So there's that all dealt with. Now, of course, we need to group our forces up over this direction-ish. I do not like taking this path. We're going to take this path, even if it's less efficient. I don't want to come towards these guys with our siege force. That would be problematic. So we're just going to look to group up over this way. They are looking like they want to siege here, which is fascinating. I don't know why they'd want to do that. And Mordvinia, we're not actually at war directly with Mordvinia, correct? I don't think we are. Pretty sure we're not. That's okay. We're going to group our forces together, but I'm not actually going to put them together here. And we're going to make our way up over this direction. They are fighting each other. I like it. That's really solid. We want to eliminate their armies, is our current goal right now. And we will succeed in that. Mostly, anyway. So we have this duchy here, and then we have this down over here. Yeah, we're not directly at war with Mordvinia. That's what I thought. So we need to head up over this direction for right now. I am going to group our force together. For now, that's fine. We may split them back off later. And yeah, we're above our vassal limit again. Somebody split up somewhere. That's fine. We'll deal with that eventually. For the time being, it's not the biggest of deals. This will get us ticking war score. And this army being defeated would actually be very, very good for us. That said, we know we need territory over here, right? So let's head this direction. We have ticking war score here. So eventually we'll get that finished if we don't catch their army between now and then. And then we're just going to head on over and eliminate this army. That's not really a threat. And then we can head down and wipe out this war, most likely, by attacking... Well, that's actually the Duchy of Ryazan. That's not the capital of the Kingdom of Vladimir. Okay, that's noted. But we can still head this direction. It should still get us war score. So that'll be fine. I kind of want these guys to come up here and attack here. That would be ideal. I don't know that they're going to do it. This siege could easily end this war. And that would be great. We would love to end this war. It did not, but ticking war score will do the trick. So I want to head out over here now. Unfortunately, it's going to take us 4 months to get there. But we do need to head over this direction. So any moment on the ticking war score. There we go. So we can enforce these demands. And for now, we'll have this guy be under us. We'll hand him out after these wars, I think. Cool. So eliminating this force will very likely end this war. And then, of course, we're going to have to wander all the way down here and deal with these guys. They're a ways away. What do we find inside? A monster? We have a 95% chance of beating the beast, and so we do. Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to stack wipe this force, but that's not probably going to be very useful. Maybe mildly useful. Which war are they even in? Not this one. Okay, noted. So we're just going to head up here. Stack wiping this force may end this war. Maybe. We'll see. We are going to stack wipe them, it looks like, so that's great. We do have a martial perk available. We'll take soldiers of lesser fortune. And in we go. There we go. 90%. How long on that siege? 3 years? Okay. We're probably fine to just take ticking war score up here and wander our way on down this way. So if we were to do this, we would come through... That's actually not bad, casualty-wise. That seems pretty doable, really. Yeah. I like it. So we'll make our way on down there. These guys... Wow. Game is very frozen right now. I thought it was going to crash there for a moment, but it did not happen. Okay. Good thing it didn't crash. That would have been very sad. Apparently we're dueling this guy. Okay, I did not realize that we were doing this. Sure, we won. Excellent. So off we go. We are victorious, and we won a boar tusk. So yeah, they're not going to get this siege done before ticking war score ends this particular war. So we just need to make our way on down over here and make sure that ticking war score is not on their side. That's the main thing right now. We do have a dynasty legacy available, and what were we working on? We have everything maxed out that we were working on. So we could go down, celebrate other cultures, go the cultural acceptance route. I mean, the awkward thing here is we don't need cultural fascinations, right? We've been maxed on tech for a while now. Monthly tyranny is an interesting one. Sure. We'll go that route. Speaking of which, I did want to check in on our culture and see about doing a reformation here. Specifically, what I want to do, we're on Stoic right now. Could we replace this with being, I think it would need to be bureaucratic? Hang on, we can look into that. Tribal unity is, Mubarazun is fine. Desert Travelers, I think, is fine. What do we not want? Astute Diplomats is maybe an interesting thing to get rid of. So if we were to do that, what I would want to put in place would be additional... It's probably in here somewhere, but I would want additional vassal limit. I know there is one. Legalistic? Yes. Vassal limit plus 30. That'll take 40 years. We established a new tradition too recently. We can't do another one until 9 May 1375. Well, that'll take so long to put into effect, the game will be almost over by the time it goes into effect. But that would be huge. That would be insanely huge. So we're on our way southward here. We may want to raise up a few reinforcements over this direction. I do see a number of forces down here. Yeah, they have like 100,000. So we'll raise up a few extra forces. We need a new chancellor. That will be this fine gentleman right here. And that's all fine. What do we have going on over here? These guys are walking in. They may be able to siege this in time now. 3 months? Nope, they don't siege that in time. Ticking war score ends that for us. Beautiful. So we have about 100,000 troops raised up here. That's more than enough. Checking in on this siege. 48 days. We should have this done, in theory. Assuming they don't get incredibly good rolls, but they didn't. So we can enforce those demands, and that territory is, of course, going to have to be handed out to someone. It'll be this guy. We know that for a fact now, so that's okay. We'll hand these guys on over. No problem. We're still going to be one vassal limit above, so we'll have to do something about that. I'm not sure where they split up, but somewhere they absolutely did. So we have a few options, I'm sure, around somewhere, maybe over in, like, India. Or this general region. What is going on here? Oh, I see. Just awkwardly positioned. Sure, that's fine. No major issue there, then. We can certainly look around for somebody that we can revoke a title on. Like this guy, actually. We don't have a title revocation reason. This will be an act of tyranny. But that's okay. We're going to give that over to this guy. There we go. And no problem. So, of course, we are sieging down over this way. We're starting to get this back under control. A charitable contribution is absolutely fine for us. We're reasonably okay with that. There's a number of sieges to still be done over here. One here, here, here. And here, here. Once we have those done, then we will have ticking war score on our side. That person died. Okay. Our heir was unmarried. Okay, that must have been our heir's spouse. So we'll... How old are you? You're 30? We'll go for someone like this. She's not perfect, but she'll do. Cool. So that's all absolutely fine. And of course, we'll have to deal with these situations down here. As we approach this crossing, we can see they are also grouping up and kind of approaching the crossing. So let's split off our bombards and levy troops here. We'll split off about 20k. And then the rest of our forces are going to meander on over. And we'll see if we can catch them. That would be ideal. Looking for a siege commander. This guy will do. And our siege force is going to continue to head out over this way and grab sieges. Cool. So we're going to absolutely wreck the forces that they have here. There's no way around it. They are, I think, all going to stack wipe, actually. We need to come down over this way. And yeah, they did get a lot of sieging done while we were completely ignoring them. That's definitely a thing that happened. But stack wipes are occurring, and I think for now we're just going to head up over here. We can take these territories back with our sappers, so that'll be okay. Relatively quick, not super quick, but somewhat quick. So that'll be okay. We're at 55% war score right now. 57, or I guess 47% of that is from their occupations. And I see these guys over here too. They're mildly irritating, but not the end of the world. Okay, we're going to... That's some awkward pathing. We're going to head on over this way. Okay. We'll take back this territory. Excellent. So we're now at 82%. That was a big swing. No doubt about that. 94. This siege will likely end the war. Yeah. Even with this siege finishing up, this siege will end the war. Perfect. Our rival escaped. Well, a prisoner escaped and then made himself our rival. It's very rude. Very, very rude. What are we supposed to do with people that rude? I don't know. Well, for now, we're going to enforce our demands and disband our troops. There we go. And, of course, we're going to need this duchy title, which we'll create. And who currently controls this? This guy. Okay, we'll grant that right on over. No problem. So that's great. We're now truced with some things over here. Volga, Bulgaria, and Mordvinia we could actually fight. And I'm kind of interested in doing that. What can we do for duchies here? Oh, actually, that's a really solid one. Yeah, that completely cuts off Volga, Bulgaria. I like it. So we go for Volga, Bulgaria as well. And we completely take that over. Perfection. Okay, so we're going to hop over here. We'll raise our men-at-arms and a few levy troops. We shouldn't need all that many, right? I don't think we will. So this seems completely okay. We'll just get our troops raised up. What is this faction? Peasant rabble. Okay, whatever. That's irrelevant. We do have a vassal limit issue. That's to be expected. This is more than enough troops. We're going to head on over. And, of course, wait on our men-at-arms, which are 15 days out. But we should have these wars wrapped up quite quickly. And that'll give us a good number of truces out on this front. In fact, almost entirely truced, other than Wallachia, I suppose. We wouldn't be truced with Wallachia, so we should probably do something about them eventually. But for now, this is going pretty well. We're not too concerned about this. We're just kind of focusing on one side at a time and just pushing our way on in and cleaning up our borders. Excellent. I want to take their capital. This may or may not end this war. We'll see. We hope that it does, though. That would be ideal. Maybe you could socialize a bit. There we go. 77. We should just come up over here and stack wipe them then. That would be the goal. And then we would come down this direction to attack Mordvinia. Yep, they're going to let us catch them. This should end the war. They have one of our counties occupied. That's hilarious. So we're going to hop down over... Sure. I guess that path is fine. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go. And let's grab the duchy title here. We'll create that title. And who are we going to give that to? What kingdoms are around here that they should go to? I don't think it goes to this guy. I think it goes here. So it would be something like that. Okay, perfect. That'll do. And we're just going to head on in over here and grab this duchy. relatively large chunk of land there. That'll be great. And we've definitely cleaned things up over on this side. Bakhmut is under siege. Seems like I saw that in the news a while back. Maybe under a different context, though. Nah, I just can't place it. Can't place it at all. We're going to head on in over this way, and that immediately puts us at 20 war score. Because we're occupying the enemy capital? Okay. Yeah, that'll do it. That put us up to 40. And it's just these 2 sieges to go until we have ticking war score. Fascinating. So if the pattern holds, this will put us at 80%, and then one of these 2 should finish it. But certainly if we get both. So we're very, very close here. Yeah, this one was only 13%. Sad. But that's fine. Not really surprising. Hey, additional taxes, because, you know, we need more gold. We don't almost have 500,000 gold. Gold is very important. We need so much gold. Literally, I don't even know how to spend the amount of gold that we have right now. Like, the only way we can spend the gold is by eventually making more gold. That's the thing. If we spend the gold, it's just going to be a bigger problem later. Wouldn't it be awkward if we had to give up our achievements by going into debug mode to get rid of our gold? That would be very awkward indeed. Wow, this is very laggy again. Okay, that event appears to be very laggy to generate. That's interesting. We can grab absolute control, sure, why not? And this siege should end the war. Beautiful. So we'll enforce those demands and disband our troops. We are now done in this area other than Wallachia, and we'll probably attack them at the same time as the Byzantines. Next time that comes around would be my guess. These territories, of course, we need to hand out. So we need to usurp this title, and this is going to go where exactly? This Sultanate? Sure, why not? We'll grant that on over. Magnificent. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to continue our conquest of Europe. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Andy McGar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.